the percentage contribution of every product sales. So this, let me explain first about the data set. This data set, it contains sales figures of a coffee chain brand, and it has the data across different markets. Like markets are central, east, south, and west market. So we have total sales figures. We are trying to achieve this. If you see the sales percentage of each product towards its respective market. Let me go ahead and remove everything, and we will build it from scratch. We're just gonna get rid of everything, and we will build everything. Let me share the data set with you. If you So this is the data set, coffee chain, and product line, product type, product sales, target profit, and all that. Different columns and different dimensions. Okay, so we'll go to sheet first here. We'll try to rename this sheet. So we will say we are trying to do product analysis. Okay, so this is where we have. Okay, now we will try to understand it here. I'm going to move the market dimension in rows. So that'll list whatever the data points are available for the market dimension. So we have four data points like central, east, south, and west. Now, when we now if let me try to show you. This is text shelf in Tableau. So this is called text shelf, and I'll drag my sales, and this will convert this into number. I mean the sales numbers. So this is what we have at this moment for this market. So for this market, I mean the central is, and the west has large number of sales. Okay, so we'll try to now drill it down towards the so it's basically a filter that we are trying to apply under the market. We are trying to see the data by the product. So like we will try to see the sales figures for each product in every market. So this is what we get for central market. If we see here, I mean chamomile has done good sales. So chamomile for this one, and then we try to see the numbers, and we see this one. I mean this says Colombian is giving playing the most of the sales here, Colombian, and then again Colombian, and Darjeeling here in West side. So oh, there is lemon tea as well. That, I mean this has made most of the sales for this category in this market, for West market. And okay, so now when we see the figures, why we are doing this? I mean when we see it just in numbers. I mean at that time we are not able to generate insights quickly. So when we see things in percentage, because that's already calculated field, actually that's how it is going to work. So that gives us the quick analysis of our data set, or we can quickly assess the sales of every product. I mean which product is playing the major part, and what are the other driving factors in a market, so we will try to work on it. So now for that, in order to find it, what we need to do is we need to divide this product, like Amaretto. I mean we have to divide it with the total number of the sales. That's how we find the percentage, right? So but there is no way we can just find it directly. I mean there is no direct option, so we have to create measures, or we can say we have to create calculated field. So we right how do we do that? We right click anywhere on any of the dimension. You can right click on it and just click on choose the product calculation field. So first we will try to create a dimension that should contain total market sales. In total market sales, How do we do that? We go ahead and apply this fixed function. In fixed, we will apply, what do we want to fix. So what fix function does, then apply it in the market. I mean, it'll get me the sales. It'll ignore the rest everything. I mean, it'll ignore the products. It'll just give me the sales, total sales for the market. So I'll take the expression for this. So sum of sales, and then we close these curly parentheses. Okay, so we have to, I'm missing with one. Okay, okay, I'm going to rename it total sales. Just naming it that because there is already a column. So let me go ahead and do it. So now, what does it give us? Like, what do we achieve with this? So we, if we see, I mean, this gives us the total sales for region. So this is what we're getting. Now we need to divide it so that we can find the percentage, right? And then divide it and multiply by 100, so you get the simple percentage. But how do we do it here? Again, we have to add another calculated field. So we click on create and choose this calculated field column. We can name it as per our requirement. So I'll say product percentage. Now, what do we need to divide? We need to divide this sales figure, right? So basically, sales has to be divided with the total market sales, but this is not how it is going to work. So we have to use sum, and inside sum, let me delete it and do it. So just click on sum. And once you click on sum, we go and give it the column where we want it to be applied, on which we have to apply it, divided by sum of, well, we created this one, total sales of market. So this is, now we drag it here and try to bring it here again. I'll do this. So we have the data, but this says 0. So in order to solve this problem, what we have to do is right click on this measure, the one that we have just created, go to format, and in format select percentage. That'll get you, that'll get you the output that you were seeking, we were seeking. So now, looking at this figure that we have achieved, I mean, or this visualization that we have just created, we we can see simply that Earl Grey is what is giving us good figure, but yeah, chamomile gives us the most. So this, I mean, we don't have to perform the calculations, but having this, we can just see, this one is in, there's a tough competition between these two, we can say. And then if we see the east market and Colombian, it's all playing, I mean, it's accounting for 1/4 of the total sales of the east market. So this product is the driving factor of the east market sales. Here we see that Colombian again, is driving sales. This is the major player. So you'll often see, like there are like, like 4 5 products in a category, that drives for the most of the sales. So likewise, if we go to this This one here, there is no product. I mean, that's accounting for 20% of sale at least. I mean, no. In these two markets, in East and South, we have Colombian playing the major role. And if we have to see for the product, that makes least impact in the sales. But yeah, I mean, there are always customers who would want these products, so you have to have them in the market. So there is this mint. If you see in this central market, mint here it doesn't, it's not listed. Maybe it doesn't make sales, so it's not listed anyway. So that's how, I mean, if you see chamomile, I mean, it hardly making 1%, right? But if you see it here, I mean, this gives us good sale. So you can't just list out a product. Like for example, like if you saw, you can't take a decision actually that we have to remove chamomile, because there's a market with you know in the south side and even in the west side, and they are, it's playing a good role. So there are products that you may not have to get rid of, just because they are not making much difference in other markets. So this is how we basically get the percentage. We can find percentage. We have to first create, we so in order to achieve this, we what we did, we created two calculated fields. We had to create two calculated fields. So that's all. And in order for more such